Young Seo, PMS Black Queen here with a K-drama review for you, and this is for Blood, and we're on episode number 4. You can watch this drama on Dramafever, Viki, and Hulu Plus. I will leave a link down below with where you can watch this drama and also a brief synopsis as well. As usual, guys, I have my notes. You guys know I need those, and I'm going to give you the short version because a lot went on and I don't want to make this video too long. I think I'm going to blog about this on my blog. I'll leave my blog link down below as well, which is K-Drama Paradise. I also created the Facebook fan page also. I will leave that down below. Make sure that you like and support that as well. Let's get started with Blood episode 4. Alright, we left off. Ji-sang was getting into a fight with the head vampire's assistants in the street. There were 2 of them. One was in front of him and he was fighting him off. And then there was one that was behind him. And with his back being turned, the one behind him injected him with a needle. I mean, the needle was literally like this long. He kind of shot and injected him in his neck. He fell down on the ground, but he quickly pulled the needle out and got back up and started to run, just to quickly tumble down once again because he was weak. So whatever these guys injected him with, it was some strong stuff because he couldn't take it. So he stumbled on the street, or he was stumbling like he was drunk. He eventually fell down on the street. Yoo Ri Ta came out of the hospital from doing her surgery. She saw him stumbling. She saw him fall, and she immediately ran and tried to help him. She tried to, check his pulse. She noticed that he was freezing cold. When a body is cold, guys, that means that you're dead. So she thought he was like dead there because there was no blood flow coming at all through his body. She quickly got some assistance. They dragged him into the hospital and she proceeded to check his vitals, his blood pressure, all that stuff. And just when she was about to inject him with something, I don't know what, he woke up and was like, well, what are you doing? What did you do to me? Because, he's a vampire. He's not human. He can't get all the medicines and shots and things that, a human can. So you kind of got to be careful with what you inject him with. But he was startled when she was about to inject him. So after that, we go back to the roommate. He goes home and he tells the roommate what happened to him that night. And the robot that the roommate made checks his vitals, notices that his blood pressure is up, saying that his blood pressure needs to go down. And then the roommate said you need to, Ji-sang suggested to the roommate to test the chemicals that were in the needle. So he said that he would do that. In the meantime, though, the roommate gives Ji-sang a little box. We don't know what this box is. It's a little tiny box with, looks like an injection or something in there. I'm not sure what it was at first. I wasn't sure what it was. So I called it like a shot or something. Just, I guess, to help him out just in case he ran into some trouble again. Just like the roommate gives him those pills right before he goes to take his surgery. So Ji-sang then goes to the hospital the next day. He's curious about the security system. He's asking the head of security, did you see anything on the cameras? Did you see anybody come in my room? I'm very cautious about this. Security guy says, nope, didn't see anything. But you can tell that the security guy knows something. I'm not sure if the security guy is a vampire, but I think the security guy is working or knows about the head vampire, which you guys know that I'm in love with. He's like my oppa. Love that man. But the security guy knows about the head vampire because they were talking. The head vampire, or the security guy, kind of snitched and told the head vampire Ri Ta and Ji-sang were in the hospital, and she brought him into the ER and whatnot. So he was kind of curious about that. The head vampire was kind of curious about that. Later on, we see a group of nurses talking at the desk. And this lady comes in that was from the underground hospital I was telling you guys about in the previous episode, who's like head of drug development. She comes in and she wants like the passcodes to like Ward 21A to move all the patients or something like that. And while they're having that conversation, the main secretary kind of eavesdrops in on that conversation. So she knows there's something fishy going on with that group. She doesn't like it. She tries to send, or she does, she sends a spy and to try to get some more information to see what's going on there. Later on, a patient comes in desperate need of a liver transplant. So before going into surgery, as usual, they all have a meeting. And as usual, the head vampire insists that Ji-sang does this surgery. It seems like he's setting him up for failure, and the doctors agree. Because after the meeting, the doctors walked out and some said, he's being screwed over. You just watch what happens. Because every time there's a surgery, head vamp always suggests that Ji-sang do the surgery. So after that, we have the patient that needs a transplant, like I had said before. So they have to go to another hospital to get the liver. So it's a liver that this person needs. So Ji-sang and Lee Ta and some more doctors, they go to the hospital. But before they go, the head vampire stops Ji-sang and says, I need you to do a favor for me. Because Ji-sang was supposed to go into the surgery. But the head vamp was like, I want you to go with the other team to get the liver. So he said, all right, I'll go with them. So and when they're in the ambulance going to the other hospital, he gets this text. And this text says, congratulations for you're the first person to survive, whatever. Don't know what that means yet. So the team goes and they get the liver. That surgery does okay. But back at the other hospital, the surgery on the patient that needs a liver is not doing so well because the doctors in there, they panic. They don't know what they're doing. They really need Ji-sang because he's the only one that can do that surgery successfully without any casualties, you know. And they go in, like I said, the Ji-sang and Rita get the liver. They come out of the hospital, and Ji-sang gets a phone call from the roommate. The roommate tells him that the injection that he got from the assistants of the head vampire was the same injection that was used to kill his mother. It did not kill him, which is why that text was sent. That text said, congratulations for surviving, because Ji-sang survived. He did not die like his mother did. So, as soon as he got that phone call, he hangs up the phone and he looks across the street. He sees the assistants across the street. He immediately chases after him. He sends Rita on, says, you know what, go to the other hospital, do the surgery without me, blah, blah, blah. Runs after the two assistants, all right? Runs after them. They get into a fight immediately. And this fight scene is it's a really cool fight scene because it's 2-on-1. It's not fair, first of all. You've got two assistants with this one. And but it's a really good fight scene. A lot of actions going on in here. One of the vampire's assistants holds up a UV flashlight. You know, and vampires are really sensitive to light. They need dark. But this UV light was really, really bright. So he holds it up in his eyes. And Ji-sang covers his eyes. But in addition to that, nothing happens. It doesn't faze him. What was in that case that the roommate gave him were contact lenses that reflect the UV rays. So didn't faze Ji-sang at all. He starts to turn. He gets really, really ticked off. Nails start to grow. Skin turns pale. You can see his veins. Eyes get all bulgy. Fangs come out. Yep, he's pissed. So he goes after him. They fight some more. Then the police come. Police come from the front of him and the back of him. So the two assistants fight off two of the cops. They run away. Ji-sang is left there by himself. Cops say, put your hands up or I'll shoot. Meanwhile, back at the other hospital, the director or the head vampire comes in, decides to do the surgery. And just as he walks in, Ji-sang walks in also. I don't know how he got there so fast, but vampires are quick. So he got there really fast. He eluded the police some way and got there really quick to do the surgery. But they both got there at the same time. And that is how this episode ended. It ended with both of them in the surgery room. at the same time they both got there, and yeah, we gotta see what happens next time in episode number 5. Again, that was a shortened version, at least as short as I can make it. I don't want to make this video long. I'm gonna blog about this on my blog. Again, I'll leave that link down below. Thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you so much for my new and my old subscribers. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Do all 3. They're free for crying out loud. I do answer all comments, so make sure that you leave one for me. Alright guys, I'll talk to you next time. See you in episode number 5, alright? 감사합니다. 사랑해요. Love you. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and please click the link to watch my latest video.